What's up, friends? Today's video is going to be, it's going to be an honest one. Not that all my videos aren't honest. They are all honest, but this is one that I have not talked about. This is something that I am mildly ashamed of. I'm not like hiding in my closet over it or anything like that, but it does bring up some pain for me. And I've lied about this. I've lied. Not to you guys online. I've more just dodged it. But I've lied to people about it. I've swept this under the rug. Because it was also so long ago. So I've seen a lot of you question on my videos, did you get a BBL? Have you had a BBL, as well as having fat transferred to your breasts? And I've ignored the comments. I tend to get comments on my fat ass a lot. And I'm gonna break my silence, okay? I'm gonna break the silence. So the truth is, yes, I got a BBL back in 2014, 10 years ago, when I was a young idiot child. I think I was 21 or 22 at the time that I got that surgery. And here's the fact. I did not need a BBL. I have always had a big butt. I have always been curvy. I'm Puerto Rican. I've always had big hips and a big butt. I was actually called crooked butt growing up because my butt would like wobble when I grew up, when I would walk. It was not something that I needed. However, being a young, dumb idiot, I was in a toxic relationship, let's just say that. Verbally abusive, emotionally abusive, physically abusive, all the abuses. I was in a very, very low place in my life. Nothing was ever given to me in life on a silver spoon. I had to work day in and day out for every little accomplishment and climb my way out of fucking poverty and hell since I was a kid, okay? I'm not gonna get too into it, but I did not have a great privileged childhood, let's just say that. So I was already on a low from that, and then I got into a relationship that put me even lower than low, and that person would actually comment on my physical appearance a lot, and they walked me over to a mirror and they showed me every single thing that was wrong with my body according to them. I look back on it now, I was perfect. I was a cute little 112-pound young girl, I was healthy, I was fine. But I was in such a dark place and just isolated around this one person that was constantly making me feel bad about myself, and living in a society that really values curves, extreme curves on a woman. And I made a dumb decision to get a BBL. I did. And I regret it. 10 years later, I'm sitting here and I'm telling you that I regret it because I look fucking ridiculous, okay? My ass is huge and it's fucking embarrassing. Jeans do not fit me. Clothing does not fit me properly. I'm desperate to lose weight so that I will lose fat from my ass and look seemingly normal. It used to be a bit more of a hard, sore subject for me. I'm older now. I've kind of accepted my mistakes. And it is what it is. I'm stuck with this fat ass. Now, does it suck every single day? No. Sometimes it's fun. Sometimes it's fun to, do a little dance. Shake a shake a shake. But most of the time it's not my personality. I'm not the kind of girl that wants to walk around in a little mini red dress and flaunt my ass around. So it's just not, it just doesn't even reflect my personality, to be honest. So that's also why it's a little like weird and why I'm a little regretful about it, because it's like, what the fuck do I need a fat ass for? Like, I'm not a stripper. Like, I don't really go out partying to the clubs. What do I need a fat ass for? Maybe I should make an OnlyFans just to kind of make my money back on the surgery. But yeah, so let's talk about it. If you want to know, you want to know. Where did I go for this in 2014? I went to Dr. Fisher at, I believe it was Vanity Cosmetic Surgery, or they might have changed the name. So he sucked out the fat from my stomach and my back, and he put it in my ass. And I woke up with a huge, yeah, just a huge old Cardi B, and that the rest was history. It was the recovery is like, it's been 10 years, so like the recovery and all that stuff I barely remember. But what I do remember is right when I got out of surgery, my ass was so big. It was so fun. Like it literally looked like two huge basketballs just like sitting on my ass. And my sister came to see me and she was like, oh my god, it's so big, and we were just laughing about it. So I mean, I've always kind of had a sense of humor about it, like as is, but yeah, I mean, I guess I'm making this video just to tell you that you don't need any plastic surgery. Most specifically, you don't need a BBL. And I want to talk a little bit about bodies as a trend. I think in 2014, the trend at the time was very, you know, Kardashian big booty. Like, I mean, let's look back at the pictures of Kim Kardashian and Khloe Kardashian who looked like they had diaper booties, okay? That was the time that we were growing up. It was the time also when like Jen Selter was really popular on Instagram. And so this was the media that I was being fed, and I hate to admit that I was probably affected in some way, especially when you're at a low point in life. It's sad to like admit that, because I always want to be like, no, I'm a really strong person. Like, I'm not affected by, you know, media or other people. At least I never thought that I was. But of course, on some level, I probably was. And, you know, let me show you my ass. Let's show you my ass. I like to think that it's not that big anymore, but, you know, there it is. I don't know. I'm hoping that it's looks a little normal and not as, like, freakish. I'm hoping that it looks normal and not as, like, freakish as I feel sometimes. It'd be actually a real relief if you guys were in the comments like, relax girl, it's not that big, because that'd be great. That'd be funny. And I could ease up. I could like live my life a little bit more in peace when I go out in public, not thinking everyone's staring at my badonkadonk. So yeah, now I think the body trend is like being super skinny because everyone's on Ozempic. So us fat ass BBLs stick out even more. Not that bodies are a trend. So anyway, I really don't know what I was gonna like say with this. The point of this video is to say that yes, it's not natural. It's not normal and it's not natural. Nobody's ass is that fat. And you know, I think I ended up retaining, and I have literally retained, I have retained this fat in my ass for over 10 years. I'm telling you, and I've lost weight, I've gained weight. The fat stays, okay? That might be a me thing, but this shit is non-reversible, okay? Unless you lose drastic amount of weight and keep it off. That fat, man, it is a stubborn motherfucker. Okay, the good news is it hasn't gotten like saggy at all. So I've just had a firm, big ass for a decade now. And that is my lot in life. So, yeah, let me know if you have questions, comments, and we'll go from there. I'll make another video. Wiggity wiggity.